Okay, like I was saying, I base my coil, my setup is based on this, but I did make this one first, but I didn't like how it was working. It seemed to be not working as good as what he's describing on this. Which is he's saying that if he has a 12 volt on the input, he can charge a 12 volt battery on the output in 4 to 6 hours. But like I say, with mine, when it's running on 12 volt, it's actually only consuming about 900 milliamps. So on a 12 volt battery like this, which is 16 amps, I don't know where it says it, but it better run for 194 hours. And if you can charge a battery within 6 hours, that's like many batteries you can recharge in it off one battery. So that'll be like more out than in, wouldn't it? I'll get down a bit. That's my coil for my coil again. I'm probably gonna like show that in a bit on this battery here, 12 volt battery. That's all I can do for now. I mean, I was able to try this with capacitors, like that capacitor there. But I need something like this to provide a decent output that can charge capacitors. Now, I know I could just use this, but I don't want to. I want something more practical I can take out with me. What was I going to do? Yeah, so I'll run this on 12 volt in a minute. No, this here, and like, well, unlike this guy here, mine on 12 volt, it actually lights up this LED, which needs at least 24 volts. So I could probably charge up 2 batteries while I'm using just one battery. But anyway, what makes mine different is I've got a 1k resistor here between there. He has a solenoid. I haven't got a solenoid, I've just got an air coil. Nothing in it actually. And I haven't got this output that he's got here. Where is it? He's got the output here, so it's a backing EMF again. Whereas my output is where the neon is. So my LED here is where this neon is. So even though you can't tell from here, see mine's better. Like I've drawn it differently. I've drawn it with the re-switch next to the coil. That's because the re-switch is actually next to the coil. Now the reason why I've done that is it oscillates the re-switch. So every time a magnet passes past the re-switch, instead of it just pulsing once, you get about 30 pulses. So you get a lot more out compared to a Libidini coil. Now this is a setup here, like you can see it. Here you got the magnet that passes. Yeah, you got a coil with a re-switch on it. And it's connected to the transistor. And that. It don't matter. But this is the output it gives you. See that? So there's about 30 pulses. And like the Bedini coil where you get 1 pulse. But I'll show you the next picture, which is even better. So this is more clear in this picture. Here you can see the re-switch, the coil, transistor. But if you look here, right there, he's got that weak magnet. Now that weak magnet causes it to oscillate permanently. But also it also pulses when this goes by as well. So what you end up with that there is this here. Yeah, he's actually got 2 sine waves off that one re-switch. So it's like 2-phase, yeah. But with my design here, I'm gonna have a 3-phase output. I'll show you in a bit. So basically what happens is, when this goes here like that, yeah, it causes the re-switch to close. So the re-switch closes, causes a pulse to go through the base of the transistor, yeah. So when the transistor then starts switching on and off, it pulses this coil. Now, the magnet field of this coil hits the re-switch and opens it again, but because I've happened in like a fraction of a second, the magnet's still like here, so it does it again. So it does it again, until that's eventually moved out of the way. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll get started then. I've had a little ramble now. So I'll turn this on. I've got it set to 3 amps. So that means that should be the maximum it does. So when I put on the LED later, it should do like 93 watts. So you see the LED go. It does actually appear to flash faster than this again. It's kind of see it in it. If you see here, I'll zoom in on it. You got volts, amps, watts. So that's how much it's using. But even though it's not the motor by itself isn't necessarily wicked on the speed, it's still like doing this, which means you could charge batteries. But because it is 24 volt on the output, at least you can charge 2 batteries. And with 24 volt batteries, you can run an inverter, can't you? A 3000 watt inverter, which will allow you to power household stuff. And if you could recharge it like about 19 times on one battery, you could probably go off grid, couldn't you? Okay, so what I'll do, I'll turn it up. I'll put it on 18 volts for a minute. What about 18 volts? I've got this, I put this lens on it so it doesn't blind me. So it makes the angle of this like more upwards. Otherwise it would be getting me right now. Okay, I'll go up to like 24 volts. See now, well, on 18 volts it's doing 2 watts, see? So on 18 volts, 24 volts. So just over 4 watts. But this LED, it's kind of to tell because the finger just like, now it's up here, I'm going to take this off. It's very bright. Put it back on it. There you go. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the LED on it by itself. Well, not that one. I've got this LED here. That's exactly the same one. 100 watt LED chip. Right there. If you look, there's actually 100 LEDs on there. I can show you really. Each one's 1 watt, and you'll see in a minute when off on here. I'll put it over there. I'll turn it off for a minute. It's a negative. Don't try this at home. Right, so now they're there. This LED will get very hot by the way. I'll put it back on it. Right, are you ready? No. It's on 24 volt, yeah. That's where it needs to be for us to turn on. So if you look at this, look. I'll turn it back up actually. That's how dull it. You can't really see, but it's very dull. You can't even see it on my hand, look. I'll turn it off for a minute. Yeah, it's not lining up all the LEDs there. I might have blown them last time I did it. Right, so I'm going to turn it up now. So that's like 25 volts. That's it. That's like a third of a watt. I'll turn that up. See, that's like insanely bright already. And that's on like 5 watts. Watch this. As you can see, it says 94 watts, and that's like insane. Right, so I'm going to turn it down anyway because that there is probably extremely hot right now. I've got my uni eyes. Okay, so last but not least, I'm on to my coil gun. But like I say, once I got this sorted out, I'll turn it off actually. Once I got this sorted out with the 3 coils on it, and I know how good the output is, I'm at least going to be like trying to power things. So it's fucking out in here, isn't it? So onto this coil gun then. So at the moment, yeah, what I'll be doing is that. But unfortunately, I can't like tap it fast enough to get this projectile to go like that. There has been a couple of times I've done it. See, I'll be noticed. You know, a couple of times it's come out there fast. A couple of times it's actually come out backwards fast. So when it comes out backwards, I think because that takes so long to tap the power, it goes in and then it like comes backwards. So we'll see what happens this time. It's in there, yeah. So it come out quite slowly, didn't it? But there'll be more to do with how I tapped it, and it came out backwards as well. See, that was quite fast, wasn't it? But somehow it's coming out backwards. Can you imagine that for a gun? Can you imagine a gun that when you're aiming it, the bullet comes out backwards and it hits you in the face? Right. See, that time it came out forwards. I didn't see it, but I heard it. There it is. Let's try that again. So yeah, if you wind your coil perfectly straight like this, which, like what I've done, you can actually make a much more powerful coil. I mean, this isn't even off a capacitor. This is just 12 volts. Try again. See it? Oh, get off. Obviously, it's no good doing a dead short though, is it? So it hardly come out then, didn't it? Try that once more. But like I say, in the future, I'll be running out on capacitor. I'll be running on that capacitor that's there. That's quite a big one actually. It feels quite heavy, so I reckon this is like an official one. The LEDs I bought that's going to absorb the output of this, I don't think they're official ones. I think they're like counterfeit. And if you look online, the counterfeit ones, they blow before you get to the voltage. Whereas the official ones, you can actually go over the voltage and they still don't blow. I think this is fake actually, because it's got no safety release at the top, which is like, you know, that there should be 3 different pieces. Yeah. Oh, I'll get a couple of volts out of it, and then I'll be making my own capacitor at some point. Let's try it once more. Like, even though it's shit, like it is, it's still quite satisfying, really. Do it once more. Like. But I marked this line here, because that's exactly where that is. But apparently, if you look at how solenoids work, which is similar to how this works, they say that you get the strongest attraction when this is exactly halfway into the middle there. You know, I could do that, hang on. See, that's more closer to being dead in the middle. Let's see what happens. Yeah. I mean, maybe if you got like a switch, like one of these is like a momentary push buttons. If you had something better and timed it right, it probably would fly. I don't think I can do it fast enough. Anyway, I think that's enough of this video. I'll be a couple of weeks until this is finished, really. Alright, I'll see you later.